Automatic.
That's right.
Automatic.
Should be the same across the board.
Now, what I say, I saw you were hanging with Michael Jackson. Are you guys close? You guys buddies?
I love Michael Jackson. Yeah. That's a good friend of mine. Michael,
yeah.
I was together with him all day yesterday.
Now, what do you do? Like, what do you do?
Well, when you with the King of Pop, you with the King of Pop, you ask him every question you ever asked him. I asked him, Michael, how did it feel when you popped up out of the stadium in a Rose Bowl, 200 million people? How was it? He's like, it was beautiful. It was off the hook. I was just asking questions all day long. He'd be wanting me to leave, but I don't want to go. So I said, Mike, what you doing the rest of the day? He said, I got meetings with the Pope. I said, can I come to the meeting with the Pope? With the Pope. So I just asked him questions all day long.
So when did you meet him? I mean, how does that book up? He seems like such a private guy. How do you get to
Well, we met a very special way, and me and Mike always talk about it. And because I always wanted to meet Mike. I used to, when I was young, everybody in the world imitated him, and I loved him as an entertainer. And I said one day, I was going to meet him. I didn't know how. And I went through everybody. I knew everybody in his family before him. I knew his brother Jermaine and everybody. I was like, Jermaine, when we gonna see Mike? We go see I hanging out with Jermaine. When is Mike? So me and Jermaine real good friends. But I never seen Mike. So I was at the Comedy Store one night. Not the Comedy Store, but the Laugh Factory. Right. And I was performing one night, and this guy came up to me, and I thought he worked at the club, but it was this guy. He said, my kid has cancer, and he loves you as a comedian. And he's having a benefit at the the Laugh Factory, and he wants you to come and perform. And I said, okay, I'll try to come, and I'll try to come, all right? But I didn't know, because I'm always busy. So just so happened, the night before, this was months later, the night before he was doing the benefit, I had showed up at the club the night before. And his father came up to me again. He said, tomorrow night is the benefit, and the kid's named Gavin. So I said, okay, tomorrow night I'm not doing that, and I'll be here. He had cancer. So I came and met him. His name is Gavin, and he's a real good friend of mine. I love him to death. He said, he met me. He said, hey, Chris, how you doing? Thanks for coming. And he said, I know Michael Jackson. I was like, yeah, right, yeah, okay. How you doing? You feeling good? He said, all right, yeah, I know Michael Jackson. Then I come and find out later he really did know Michael Jackson. So he would always tell me, I said, did Michael call you today? Did you mention me? When can I go to Never Never Land? He was all... He always used to talk about how he went to Never Never Land. I'm like, when you gonna take me? I want you to tell Michael I want to go too. So he used to tell Michael that I know Chris Tucker, and he used to da-da-da. And finally, one day I was filming Rush Hour 2. I'll never forget this. I was in the middle of a scene, and Gavin's bad too. He's real bad, but I love him. But we was filming the scene, me and Jack, and Gavin runs on the set in the middle of the set, and he comes and he says, Michael Jackson wants to speak to you on the phone. I said, what? He said, Michael's on the phone. I said, Ray, cut. Jackie, do another stunt scene. I gotta go. So I went in the trailer, and Michael was on the phone, and Michael said, I love your work, and I want to meet you. I was like, I want to meet you too. I love you too. I love you, Chris. I love you too, Michael. So we finally hooked up. He said, you come to New York, because he was working on his album. He said, you come to New York, we hook up, and so we finally met, and now it's all because of this kid, Gavin, and he's doing well now. He was, Michael was with him when he was doing chemotherapy and all that stuff, so now he's doing well. He doesn't have cancer anymore.
Oh, that's great. Good for you. Good for you. That's great. That's a great story.